Welcome back, guys, and in this lesson we are going to be discussing support and resistance. What is support and what is resistance? Support is a price level where a downtrend can be expected to pause due to concentration of demand. So in previous lessons we talked about trends. We said there's uptrend, there's downtrend, there's sideways trend. And these trends, they indicate when price is going either up, down, or sideways. So for support, for example, when price is going down, there's a particular point where price will stop going down. That point is called support. So anywhere on the chart where there's concentration of demand, and you know what demand does to the price. Once there's demand, price will rise. So this level always make the price bounce. So if price have been dropping for like 2 days, at support level, you will expect it to go up from there. So as a trader, you want to buy at support level. That's why support level is also referred to as price floor or buyer zone. Every buyer wants to buy at support zone because it is a level where a particular product is assumed to be cheap. So when you are buying at support, you are buying at a cheaper rate because that's where demand is, that's where everybody wants to buy. So it is very valid when price bounces off more than once. So I would like to show you this in the chart. This is a chart of Doge. Doge is a particular cryptocurrency I trade sometimes. It's quite profitable if you can catch the right trades on this. So as you can see, these are price levels, price action. You can see it has been moving up and down. So we can consider this a sideways trend. But at the same time, you can make money from this. If you notice, the price has never gone below this area. So at this point, anytime the price touches this area, you will be a buyer. You want to buy because it is called support. So anytime price touches it, there's a lot of demand there. People want to buy at that point. Because people want to buy at that point, you also want to buy. You want to be a buyer at support zone. Support always support price. It's like a price floor. Anytime price hits it, it bounces off. Do you understand? This is also a support. All this region, anytime price touches it, let's say you buy as a trader. Once you buy at this region, you can easily be selling here, which is about 41%, because this area on the other hand will be called resistance. So we have support and we have resistance. We have support and we have resistance. If you notice also, anytime the price touches this area, it comes down. Anytime the price touches this area, it comes down. So this is resistance. There was a breakout here, but this is called fake out. And we are going to be discussing it later in the course and how to handle situations of fake breakouts. This is support and this is resistance. This is what it looks like. That's how to draw it, and we'll be showing you more in live scenarios later in the course. So resistance is the direct opposite of support. As I said in this scenario, you can see that the resistance always push the price down, support push the price up. If support is concentration of demand, resistance will be concentration of supply, and once supply is higher than demand, price tends to drop. We already discussed the effect of supply and demand on price. So when supply is more than demand, price drops, and that's the resistance level. When demand is higher than supply, price will rise, which is the support level. At support level, the price of commodity is considered to be cheap, so everybody wants to buy. At resistance, the price of the commodity is considered to be expensive or high, so people will not want to buy. So a lot of people will be dumping and selling because there's a lot of supply. Supply is higher than demand at resistance level. So resistance is the direct opposite of support. It is a price level of an asset in which upward price movement is impeded by an overwhelming level of supply, which causes price to pause or reverse. You can see. I hope you understand this. So this is the kind of video you might want to watch more than once. So let's go to another scenario and let's pick out support and resistance. So let's go to XRP. XRP is one of my favorite coins. So let's clear the chart. This area was serving as the support. Remember, this area. Every time price touches this area, it bounces. You can say this is second bounce, third bounce, fourth bounce. There was a little bounce before price broke it. So this, I'm going to be explaining it in the second slide. There's a point in time where support can turn to resistance. Support can be support forever. There will be a time, there will be a break. So if there is a break in support, a support can turn to resistance. So support and resistance level occur when market stalls, reverses, and changes price direction, leaving a peak or a trough. Can you see? This is a peak now. It was a support before. When price broke below, when these candles broke below it, it started serving as a resistance. Resistance could also be turned to support when price moves above it or vice versa. Do you understand? So it has been serving as support, but as soon as price broke below, it started serving as resistance. Remember, when price is below a particular support, that support will be changed to a resistance. If you can see it now, if you notice, when price broke below it, came up, it started serving as resistance. There's no more support. It can start serving as support as soon as price breaks above again. Then it will start serving as support. It might be difficult to break below again. Do you understand? Anytime the price touches it, it goes up. But when price is below it, it serves as resistance. So it resists the price every time the price touches it. Do you understand? Let's pick another example, which is ETH. There was a time this region was serving as resistance. When the price was here, it was serving as resistance. Check it out. So this place, it touched it, it came down. At this point, this area was serving as resistance. When it touched it again, it came down. Remember, resistance resists the price. When it touched it again, it came down. As soon as it broke it, it started serving as support. So what used to be resistance is now serving as support. When price broke above it, you can see when the price went up, it came down to retest it. After touching it, it bounced again. So what used to be resistance became support. After becoming support again, when price broke it downwards, it started serving as resistance again. As soon as it broke below this support here, as soon as it broke below support, what happened? It started serving as resistance. So it was resistance, later it turned to support, now it's serving as a resistance. So when it came down, price touched it, came down again. Can you see? But here, there was a fake out. I told you I'm going to be talking about fake out later in this course, because fake outs can make you lose trade. You might think price is already serving as support here and it's going to bounce and keep going, but it's a lie, and the institutional traders want you to think that way so you can put in your money and lose it so they can make money. Do you understand? This area is still serving as resistance. It has not turned to support yet until there's a clear conviction that this thing has turned to support or this price has broken above this region. As soon as we break above it, this area will turn to support, and then we have a new resistance that we're going to pick up, which is this. Let me clear it. Let me clear all these things out. This is the resistance here, right? Price have not broken above fully. We have a new resistance around here. There's a resistance around here. So we know that if price breaks above this place, the next place for us to be looking at will be here. So this will be our new resistance. So if price can break here, and then this resistance is serving as support, anytime price touches it, it's going to bounce. If you are taking a trade here, you will be coming here to take your profit. Do you understand? You'll be coming here to take your profit because that's the next resistance. You assume that many people will be selling at this point because it is the supply zone. It is a place where everyone that owns that particular product wants to sell. This point, ETH will be selling expensive. So everybody that owns that product will be dumping in the market, and there won't be enough demand to push it above this price level. So as soon as the price touches here, this is where you'll be taking profit. I believe when price touches here, it will come down a little bit because it is a resistance, and resistance resists the price. Do you understand? So once price gets here, you take your profit. So if we measure from here to here, that's about 100%, which is cool. Even though this trade might take some weeks, but the percentage of gain is worth it. We said support and resistance level occur when market stalls, reverses, and changes price direction, leaving a peak or a trough as seen in the image. You can see this is support. Anytime price touches it, it moves up. Anytime price touches it, it moves up. Anytime price touches it, it moves up. And this is a resistance. As soon as price broke above this resistance, that resistance started serving as support. You can see, and there's a new resistance. Do you understand? So when price got here, it came down. When price got here, it went up, came down from here, and then as soon as price breaks this resistance again, this resistance will start to serve as support. That's how it works. We are going to be giving you several analyses, top-down analysis on how resistances and support work. Do you understand? So please read it. If you don't really understand it, watch the video again. Remember, support, a trader wants to buy at support, and resistance is for selling. If price is at resistance, you don't want to buy at resistance because you know that at resistance price is going to fall, so you don't want to be stuck in that kind of trade. At support, you don't want to be selling because price will go up. When you sell, it means you are expecting the price to go down. That's why you are selling. Let's say you buy a particular land for 100,000. Now it's selling for 300,000. And you feel that 300,000 level is a resistance. Maybe you feel it's selling really, really expensive, and everybody that owns land in that particular area would like to sell. That's the time you should start getting rid of your land too, because most likely everybody will dump their land on people that don't want to buy. In other words, they are going to price it lower because many people want to sell land, but nobody wants to buy. Do you understand? And at support zone, you want to be a buyer at support zone because a land that used to sell for 300,000 naira is now selling for 200,000. So you bought it at 100, you are selling at 300, you waited for it to drop to 200, and then you are buying back. With the same amount, you are going to have more units of land. That's how it works. Do you understand? So this will be the end of support and resistance, and we'll see in the next lesson.